We're at the Capitol with Representative Shane Jett. Representative Jett, man, thanks for talking with us at mylegislator.tv each week.
Thanks for the opportunity to get the word out to my constituents.
It's a lot of fun sometimes at the Capitol, and they've been going through a lot of committee work over the last 3 weeks, so we've got some visitors up at the Capitol I want to talk about.
Right.
This, of course, is a page from your district. Talk a little bit about the PAGE program and who this is.
Well, this is Brandon Smith from Little Axe. He is I believe he's the president of his student body. He's a cross-country trainer. He has an IQ off the charts. He's very intelligent, very sharp, and he is paging for me this week. He's the first page for this year. We usually have about 4 a year. And we have one of the best page programs in the nation, I'm proud to say, where they don't only just run errands and work the different committee rooms, picking up things and delivering, but they also go through training. So they will actually know how to run legislation on the House floor, pass legislation, and go through all the procedures. So we have a great program. This is just one of the stellar examples we have of one of my pages this week. We usually have about 40, 45 a week.
And it's really great for the kids. I want to encourage you high schoolers to go ahead and apply. You get great food, you get a great place to stay, everything's paid for you during this week, and you end up with a little spending cash. Now, it's a little bit different for someone like this EMT who comes up here. He's got a job to do.
Well, actually, he is one of the great example of a constituent who, because of his line of work, has some expertise that he can share with the House members, and is a constituent from Cleveland County. His name is Rodney. He is an EMT, and he's always bringing me information and suggestions for bills to improve their particular service they provide for the community. Great example of a citizen just getting involved and informing their representative so I can do my job.
And, you know, Shane, you make a great point in the sense of there's a lot of titles like lobbyists or pages, things that you hear and you kind of go, wow, I wonder what that is. And really, we all are those things. We can do that at any point up here at the Capitol to talk and communicate with our representatives. And one really cool thing that you got to do up here at the Capitol is you got to talk about the state song, The Flaming Lips and Wayne Coyne.
That's right. Well, I'm the chairman of tourism this year, but last year I was a chairman of rules. And in the tourism committee, they had a competition, I guess you will, for all the rock and roll songs associated with Oklahoma, and we were going to pick the rock and roll song to be the rock and roll song of the state. And the Flaming Lips, their song was selected. I believe you're a big fan of the Flaming Lips, as I recall.
I am, and I think that my wife nominated Do You Realize, along with probably a million other Oklahomans, but she was in there on that fight.
Very interesting thing here, because some of the legislators were concerned that one of the members here had the hammer and sickle from the Communist Soviet Socialist Republic. And I said, you know, actually that's a great thing, because if you think of the Cold War, whenever we were locked in a death struggle in the Cold War with the Russians, their flag was the hammer and sickle. The red, white, and blue still flies in the United States. The hammer and sickle is now a rock and roll expression for an American band, and their flag is red, white, and blue. So I think that's a great example of freedom in the United States.
Oh, and just like a politician, that's a great lead-in to something like a new flag in Oklahoma.
Flag.
And I have to be honest here, just as somebody, you know, an Oklahoman, loves the state, I didn't want anybody messing with the flag until I actually saw a picture of it. So now as we show a picture, Shane, give a little plug about your idea.
Well, again, flags mean things, and one of the first things that people who are looking for other states or looking at other states are going to see about that state is the flag. And if you have a snazzy flag that represents pride for Oklahoma, then that might draw more attention. And at the end of the day, it's an opportunity for us to dress up, snazz up our flag just a little bit, not touching the important Osage shield with the olive branch and the peace pipe, but just addressing the font. And the font that was used was in 1940 was basically stencil font, if you will. And what we're doing is just tweaking a little bit, making an italicized with an exclamation on the point. It just adds to the flair. I'm getting reports back from all over the United States, very positive, saying, hey, that's an exciting move. That gets some attention. And I'm getting a lot of very angry Oklahomans that are calling me, don't touch the flag, don't desecrate the flag. And I wouldn't dare do anything that I think would detract from the flag. But what I think we're doing is going from good to great and expressing some Oklahoma pride. But actually the people that are calling me that are so angry, they're actually proving my point, and that is flags get attention. And what we're looking for is an opportunity for people from New York or from Montana to say, hey, what are people in Oklahoma so excited about? Well, the answer to that is come and see. We have a lot to show you. We have a lot of tourism opportunities. We have a lot of lakes, a lot of Native American tribes, a lot of venues that would be very exciting. And the best thing we have is our people. And right now they're a little upset. But I think, just like you, Daniel, take a look at the flag and see. You know, the flag belongs to you. Would you like to have a little more exciting font that represents some Oklahoma pride? We've been through the centennial. We have a lot to be proud of, and we have a story to tell. Why not promote it?
You know, I was one of those, Shane, that was kind of laughing along going, no way, man, no, you don't want to touch that. And then I saw it, and, you know, my view may have changed. What about yours? Let Representative Shane Jett know. Representative Jett, as always, thanks for being a part of MyLegislator.tv.
My pleasure, and I appreciate you putting this on to give us an opportunity to talk directly to our constituents.